Elon Musk tweeted on July 22nd that America is going bankrupt, by the way, and retweeted somebody else saying interest payments on U.S. national debt will shatter 1.1 trillion this year and that it's going to eat 76% of all income taxes collected now. Let's hear how some experts react to his tweet.
It is sensational, but the general point is correct, and that is that the debt to GDP ratio is increasing. It's over 100%, and even if you go to the nonpartisan Congressional Budget Office, you don't have to go to Elon Musk. Even go to these technocrats with sharp pencils on the budget, and they say this is not sustainable. We can't keep doing this, and I agree, we can't keep doing this. So if something is not sustainable, my famous line, Herb Stein, who was a chairman of Nixon's Council of Economic Advisors, said once, and of course people love to quote, if something can't go on, it will stop. And so the question is, well, how will this stop? And there are only three ways to stop it. One, rein in government spending. That's possible. Two, increase direct taxes. Three, increase the inflation tax, or some combination of those three things. So that's one thing we can anticipate. That something in that 3-point mix, that three-legged stool, will occur to stop the unsustainable, which that's really what Elon Musk is talking about. When he says bankrupt, he means something has to change, and something will change. Either direct taxes will go up, or inflation taxes will go up, or we will cut and rein in government spending. My own preference, by the way, is to rein in government spending. That because government spending is a real drag on the economy and productivity in the economy and the dynamics of the economy. And how do you do that? I think the best way to do that is to have a constitutional convention and change the U.S. Constitution as they did in Switzerland. And we put in something like a Swiss debt brake, where government spending could not go up any more rapidly than real growth in the economy. Point number one. And point number two in the Swiss debt brake would be that the budget over the intermediate term would have to be balanced. So it's kind of a combination of constraining government spending to the rate of growth in the economy and balancing the budget.
But I'd say not going bankrupt. We are bankrupt. We're just, in denial. And I think one of the most important days was August 15th, 1971. That really alerted to me that, the free market Austrian economics were absolutely right on what they were predicting. So we were pretending that we gained our empire, through the strength of our having the reserve currency as a consequence of World War II. So that was a big day, because we told the world, we'll run things and we'll take care of everybody. If you do what we tell you, we'll defend you, and you better watch out that if you don't do what we tell you, you're in big trouble. But that was a declaration of bankruptcy. We had already, taken the gold from the American people and cheated the American people, but we kept things together by honoring our commitment that the dollar was worth $35 an ounce. And the American people were outraged because the French wanted their gold back because they knew we couldn't do this, and I continue to do this. So that was a declaration of bankruptcy, and that's when I thought, boy. And that was when silver was $1.29 and gold was $35 an ounce, and that's when I started tinkering with, back then when I was a kid, I was a coin collector, and I coined, penny. I would pick pennies out and put them in the book and that sort sort of thing. But just think, we don't even have a copper standard. We don't even have a nickel standard. We don't even have, a silver standard. All these things. We are bankrupt, and it's just the admission, and it's inevitable. We can't start, but it's just how's it going to evolve? Is it going to evolve with hyperinflation, or are we going to come to our senses? But there's such a great danger of violence from that, because the right thing to do is quit all this spending, put people back to work. But that would cause a lot of violence. People aren't for it. But the violence is going to be worse if we continue to do this and have Venezuela type economics for the dollar. So the dollar is weak. It's going to get a lot weaker in terms of purchasing power. That's the biggest concern, or as a consequence of what's happening. My big concern and my efforts are designed to recognizing what the problem is. We're bankrupt. Well, I've talked about that, about economics and the monetary system, but it's also a moral bankruptcy. So, and it may be, and the founders warned us about this. You can have a republic, but if you don't have a moral society, it won't work. So that is where it is, and so we have a mixed bag here right now, because the society and the justice system is gone, and we have all this mess going on. But at the same time, we have something else going on, which is sort of not as well known, and that is the libertarian movement, the idea that liberty works, and to restore confidence and an understanding, because the rebuilding is going to be in contest with the Marxists, the cultural Marxists especially, because they want power and wealth and control wealth, and just look at it. They tried to destroy Trump, but if my suspicions are correct, they had to resort to getting rid of Trump, not only by putting him in jail, but having an assassin. That, of course, is pure speculation on my part. I have no details, but I think in time the details will come out.